Good morning YouTube, and welcome back to another abnormal video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my own personal favorite tips on how to train calisthenics skills. Whether that be the front lever, the back lever or the planche, I'm going to show you exactly how I train my statics. So my personal favorite tips on how to train calisthenics skills, what I do is I spread my sets out throughout the day. So I kind of grease the groove. So what that means is basically just I do a few sets spread out throughout the day. That way I get a good amount of practice in, and also I'm not fatiguing myself to the point which I can't do my other workouts. So I'm about to get my morning sets done in London. All I'm going to do is basically warm up my wrists and elbows first, then I go straight to it. Alright guys, so it's 9 AM and we're going to start off with our first few sets. Now the purpose of greasing the groove is to strengthen the neural pathways between the brain and the muscles required to perform the exercise. Like with any new skill that your body learns, like for example, let's take learning how to ride a bike. The more you practice it, the more you get better at it, right? When you're practicing multiple sets spread out throughout the day, you're giving enough time for your brain to build up those neural connections, and it will basically mean you'll perform the movement more efficiently. Form is key. The better the form is, the better your brain learns the movement. As you can see here, I'm in the park now and I'm doing my next few sets that are 1 or 2 hours later during the day. So I've given myself, my body enough rest to recover and to actually perform these sets with good quality. Now in order to learn the full planche, you have to go through a number of progressions to actually develop the strength to get towards it and achieve it. This progression right here, the tuck planche, is one of them, and also the planche lean is another. So you don't have to use parallel bars. If you don't have access to parallel bars, you can just do it on the floor, which I'm showing you how to do it right now. So as you can see, I'm keeping a hollow position, so I'm rounding my back, I'm leaning forward with my arms straight, and I'm pointing my elbows forwards and turning my hands out slightly. This is just the cues that you would need to perform the movement with good form and good quality. So you want to be going for around 3 to 4 sets. You want to go to failure, so hold as long as you can before you drop off. Now I usually split my calisthenics workouts into push and pull days. So I generally do all my pushing movements such as the planche on one day and all my pulling movements on the other. As you can see here, again, I've given myself another few hours to rest and I'm working through different progressions. Again, 3 to 4 sets, I'm going to failure and again, focusing on the quality. So I like to record my sets just to see how high I am, to see again, to track the progress and my form as well. As a beginner, stick with planche leans, which I showed you before, and then try the tuck planche as shown here. When that gets easier, bring the knees out slightly and you'll be in an advanced tuck position. Pick one of the progressions you can do and perform sets spread out throughout the day. Next up, it's pulling exercises. So the front and back lever are pulling exercises and you want to be doing them on your pull days. So as you can see here, I'm just doing a max front lever hold. This is what the front lever should look like. Now in order to get to that stage, the first progression is the tuck front lever hold, as you can see here. When that gets easy, you can slightly bring out the knees, and this is the advanced tuck lever hold position. Once you get even stronger, you can then hold the straddled position, so again, getting close to that front lever until finally you have enough strength to hold that front lever. So again, pick one of the progressions you can do and then do sets spread out throughout the day to get enough practice in so you build up those neurological pathways so you get stronger in that movement. Now the back lever is exactly the same. You pick whichever progression you can manage and just do sets spread out throughout the day. If you want even more in-depth tutorials on each individual skill, I have loads of YouTube tutorials that I've made in the past, so do go check them out as well after watching this video. As you can see here, I'm in the park now, so I've given myself another 3 hours rest or so to recover. I'm not exhausted and I'm performing my sets again. So I'm starting with a tuck front lever hold, doing as long as I can in that position. If the high bar is too high for you and you can't hold the front lever position, try on a lower bar. It will be a lot easier, you're closer to the ground and you should be able to hold it. Now I know this style of training doesn't really suit everyone's lifestyle. Of course, people work, people go to school, but if you really want it, you're gonna have to try and find the time. So on your lunch breaks, do a few sets. Whenever you find any spare time to do a few sets, do them. Because the more practice you get at these static holds, the better you get at them. I can't stress enough, guys. So for me, as you saw in the mornings, first thing, I did my stacks. Then I also did a few sets in the afternoon. Then I also did a few sets now in the evening, around 6-ish. So I've been training it 3 times in the day, spread out, giving enough time to recover and not feel exhausted before doing my main workout. So I hope you now have a better idea on how to train your static skills. Main tips to take away, just remember to spread your sets out throughout the day. That way you get a good amount of practice in. If you've got a pull, push, split, just remember if you're doing static skills on pull days, stick to the front levers, the back levers. Whereas if you're doing skills on a push day, stick to the planche work or handstands. So any pushing kind of skill. As always guys, if you like the video, thumbs up, share it with your friends. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, that always helps, and make sure that you stay tuned for next week's video because we got some promising stuff coming up which you don't want to miss out on. So once again, it's been your boy Ty from Abnormal Beings. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll catch you next week with another one. Peace.